Hello, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the milk thistle hepatoprotective activity, the protection of liver, how it is possible. We will understand through mechanism, and we will understand with the approach with the cellular activity of the hepatocyte and their innate and adaptive immune cell. Let's understand this is the silmarine, and basically the benefit of the silmarine is too much, and silmarine is a compound of the milk thistle. Alcoholic liver disease prevention, hepatic cancer, the uncontrolled cell division of the liver will be controlled and inhibit non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. We will discuss in the next video by one this all disease, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis and the drug toxicity like alcohol. The metabolism of the liver advance and too much, the central metabolic part, and this is the bigger gland, and this medicine, alcohol and drug will stimulate to damage the liver and cause disease. Ammonia, the 500 ml required the water to excrete 1 gram of ammonia, so it will convert into the urea for 50 ml per gram urea excretion. So that is the greater level of the function. Liver is a vital organ for metabolism of xenobiotics and lipids and numerous environmental pollutants. Lipid for the LDL will convert into the HDL, and the lipolysis will lead to LDL production. These lipids will lipolysis due to the epinephrine, glucagon or growth hormone will lead to enhance the LDL and normal function of the cholesterol. This basically is the lipid also convert into the cholesterol when go into the liver as a metabolism, and the cholesterol is too much important for synthesis of hormone like testosterone and estrogen and other things. The major enzyme in liver is gamma glutamyl transferase, glutamic oxaloacetic transaminase, and glutamic pyruvic transaminase, and alkaline phosphatase. This elevation of this enzyme causes hepatotoxicity. So the silmarine is too much important for inhibit this up level of enzymes. So the silmarine inhibit this up level of enzymes, and this will lead to reduction. Basically, this up level of enzyme and reduction of cholesterol and triglyceride, low density lipoproteins, and increase the HDL. So the LDL to HDL. Let's understand about the mechanism how the silmarine will work. This is the hepatocyte which that we are discussing, and it will be infect and some other cytokines produced due to the reactive oxygen species increase due to the higher metabolic effect like alcoholism. And this reactive oxygen species will lead to oxidative stress and inflammation progress. This GSH, SOD and CAT, which that will inhibit the inflammation and that will trigger through acylmarine. While the reactive oxygen species will enhance the necrosis factor kappa B and MAP kinase, which that will lead to NRF2 and HO1 will lead to inhibit the inflammation, and that will trigger due to the silmarine, and this will inhibit the interleukin 1 beta and interleukin 6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha. It will trigger through a necrosis factor kappa B, and this will lead to inhibit via a silmarine. So silmarine is the anti-inflammatory. This in the anti-inflammatory compound silmarine will basically inhibit the inflammation collectively. If we will summarize that, inflammation is will lead to basically cause the basically is more and more progressive, and in this way basically monocyte activation. Let's understand about the monocyte activation in the liver, in the hepatocyte. So the MCP1 and MCP1, which that will trigger the monocyte activation to macrophage formation and Kupffer cell activation, and some toxin like alcohol and medicine and other drugs, which that will enter into the liver hepatic portal vein, which that will activate the tumor growth factor beta, interleukin 6, interleukin 1 beta, and tumor necrosis factor alpha, and the interferon gamma. This will lead to inhibit this silmarin, and in this way the basically the inflammation and the immune response will inhibit. And the PPR alpha, which that is inactivate of the hepatic stellate cell. So the inactivation of the hepatic stellate cell will lead to lower the inflammation and the lower activation and response of the inflammation. The alpha SMA, the TIMP1 and the MMP 13 and MMP2 and the TIMP2 and the COL alpha 1, which that is triggered via activated hepatic stellate cell, collectively will lead to alter the extracellular matrix and degradation and remodeling, and in this way the extracellular matrix will be uh, altered, will lead to fibrogenesis, and in this way the basically the hepatitis will occur, like the liver disease can be a non-fatty liver disease, non-fatty um, steatohepatitis, and the fatty liver. Silmarin as an anti-apoptotic character in the liver. So the liver cell will die if the inflammation. So after the control of the inflammation will lead to anti-apoptosis, like BCL2 will trigger this gene, and the BAX will inhibit, because the BAX will trigger the caspase 3, lead to apoptosis. So in this way the caspase will inhibit via a BAX inhibition, while the BCL2 will trigger because it will lead to inhibit the apoptosis. So the function of liver is too much important. Like we will understand, it is the detoxification, the lipid metabolism, glycogenesis, the formation of the glycogen from the glucose, when uptake of the glucose through our blood, when glucose will rise, it will convert into the glycogen. So on the other hand, the lipid metabolism and the glycogenolysis and the immune protection and RBC and production and albumin production and ketogenesis and gluconeogenesis will work. So that is why the hepatocyte is important. The liver will function properly, so the life will be possible. That is why the liver is the central metabolic part, and it will function well through silmarin. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video for this, and bye. I hope you make sense about that. Bye.